Well, generally, Andy, when we started into it, as I had stated before, we were experiencing this volatility in our FX from FX, and it was impacting our P&L, and we decided to take action on it. Because we said this is going to continue. We're growing internationally. We're going to continue to acquire companies, and therefore we're going to continue to experience this volatility. It's going to get worse before it gets better. So the problem, though, had been was that we were historically a North American-based company. So, and again, we were a small Treasury department at the same time. Just to give a flavor for that, there's only 3 people in the entire Treasury department. There's a VP and Treasurer, who's my boss. There's me, and there's a senior financial analyst. So on top of all the cash management and everything else that goes along with working in Treasury, we were now taking on this FX project to get an FX program up and functioning, and none of us, because of our experience, had done that in the past. So we said there's 2 options. We can go out and get the data ourselves and aggregate it from all the different systems, or we can find a vendor that could help us do that. So basically, and just to also give a little more flavor on it, we are, I think I said it, but we are one instance of SAP shop for most of our domestic companies. But none of our international companies, or very few of our international companies at the time we started this about 6 months ago. Since then, we've got a few more that have come on to SAP, but we are still predominantly in the international. For Hubbell, internationally, we are on multiple different general ledgers and multiple different ERP systems. So basically, we decided that the best option would be to go out and find vendors. What we did is we researched on AFP and various other websites who these vendors could be, and we came up with 3 that seemed to fit the bill. I believe we discussed, it's okay if I can mention names here, FiREapps being one, GPS Capital Markets being another, and Reval being the third. After interviewing all 3, and I'm not going to point fingers at which one is which, but one of them appeared to be more focused on just getting the hedges and using their trading desk than they were on helping us to gather and determine our exposure. So we determined that wasn't for us. And then there was the second one was, although they could help us determine our exposure, that wasn't their basic package. Their basic package was this package where they help you determine the exposure, they help you to do straight through processing. It seemed to be everything that FiREapps offers, and what you guys break it out into different packages so you can slowly and methodically work through. They had it all in one package, and it was at this enormous cost. So then when you guys came along and gave this basic presentation to us, we were like, hey, this is exactly what we're looking for. It allowed us to be able to walk before we run. You know, it allowed us to go out there, take the data from the multiple different systems, provide it to you, put it into a system that then makes sense of all that data and helps us to determine what our exposures were. So basically from that, we were able to really summarize it all real quickly. It's basically in a period of 6 months, we went from not knowing what our exposures was, knowing that we had volatility, to now we are on the verge of utilizing your core reporting product that you have, which is not only knowing our exposures and knowing where they are, what's driving the volatility and the exposure, but also how to mitigate that both organically and, if necessary, taking the next steps to start implementing hedges. So that's how we looked at it, and we just loved the whole idea of to build it up slowly, because we were starting from basically from square one.